Hey, everybody, what's good with you? It is Friday, Friday, Friday. Congratulations, friends. You have made it through another work week. I know I haven't been up here for a while just because, number one, I haven't had a whole lot of time, number one. Number two, I haven't had really a lot to say because it's a lot going on up here now that I'm in this position. And yeah, I really have been trying to just get through the rest of the school year. How about that? So, first off, I want to say Happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers on my timeline. If you actually birth babies, or you got fur babies, or even a goldfish, heck, even plants, if you're keeping them alive, then congratulations and happy Mother's Day. I've got a plant on my desk that it was given to me and it was like little teeny, and now it is thriving and surviving. And I'm like, yo, this is the longest I've kept anything alive besides my kid. Like, I'm winning, all right? So if I had to title this 5F Friday, I would just ultimately have to say facts. Facts, like facts, okay? So me being an administrator, I get to sit in a powerful role and a humbling role, okay? And I say powerful roles because I get to make decisions on, like, people's outcomes, like children's outcomes and staff outcomes and things like that. And so my prayer every day is like, Lord, please let me do right. Like, let me be a good person today. Let me change someone's life for the better and not ruin it. Because when you're, to whom much is given, much is required. And when you got this much ability to change the trajectory of someone's life, you want to make sure you get it right. So listen. So a couple of students got into like a little shoving match, and so normally that will require some suspensions. However, with one student, like, he just got back from being suspended when he was in a shoving match before, and so and the other student, I know that he kind of has, a little bit of a temper, but I was trying to figure out what happened. And that's also one thing about being an administrator. It's the daggone flow charts. Like, you got to figure out who did what, who said what time. You got to go watch film, and I think that's probably why I got a lot of stuff going on up here. But anyway, so in listening to both the kids' stories, I had both of them in my office, and kid A was like, this was happening. I asked kid B. Kid B was like, yes, it's definitely what happened. It was my fault. And I said, okay, kid A, go. I'll let your dad know what's happening in life. But kid B was just sitting in my office, like sobbing, like crying uncontrollably. Now, I like to think that I'm, got the power to, disciplinarian, but I'm not that tough, and he's just sitting there just sobbing. And so I'm like, well, babe, what's going on? Like, what's wrong? And he didn't want to say nothing. He was just like, I don't know, Miss Cherry. I don't know. I said, yes, you do. I said, because you're not this person. You're really not this person. And so then he proceeds to tell me not only was, his mom in a car accident, and that, she was going to have to come pick him up, and she wasn't feeling well and things like that were cases. But after calling the mom and, calming her down from fussing at him, I realized that his dad had just recently been diagnosed with cancer. And so he has this phobia of death. So between his dad passing away, or not passing away, between his dad being diagnosed and then his mom being in this car accident, like, this 11-year-old was just battling some really big emotions. And so basically I'm getting him the support that he needs in our building, introducing him to some grown men who could actually help him out and things like that were cases. However, I just look at it as, if I didn't get my facts straight, and if I didn't get to the root of the issue, I could have just added to that baby's trauma and drama when I didn't really have to. And so that is ultimately my challenge for you guys. Like, check your facts, because some of you guys are believing things that so-and-so said and it's not true. Some of you guys are believing, business proposals that, this is what's going to happen and it's not true. Some of you guys are trying to figure out what you get ready to do with your life and get to the bottom of what you really and truly want to do, and make sure you're checking your facts, so that way you don't change the trajectory of someone else's life, or you're not making bad decisions. And I think that when you do check facts, make sure that it is grounded and rooted in your faith, and make sure that you really are attaching that together, because I think they work hand in hand. And so the fact that I had said that morning, dear Lord, nothing's going to happen that you and I can't handle, and then I had this kid in my office, sobbing, with some really big adult like fears, and I was able to calm all that and give him what he needs. Like me and him now, we're bonded. We're like this now because I said, Mabe, I've never been a man. However, I'm gonna find you some men that's gonna be able to help you out. You can talk to, you can chit chat with. You can always still come to me, but I want to get you the right stuff. So, always check your facts, okay? And if you have the ability, or especially have the ability to change someone's life, because if you don't check your facts and you do change to someone's life and it doesn't get any better, you could feel bad because you went out there to try to do something and it didn't work out. Okay, so that is all I got to say about that. I want you to have a wonderful weekend. Moms, get some rest this weekend. They should be cooking for you, and if they don't cook for you, then order out, okay? If you have your mother, she's still alive, give her a hug and give her a kiss, call her, go see her, etc., because you only get one, all right? And if no one told you they love you today, just know that I do. Hope you have a fantabulous weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye now.